Hey guys, welcome back to Legomaster627's Creations. So today, it is Monday, February 24th of 2025. And today, as you can see by the title of the video, the Festival of Lights has arrived and will be going until March 3rd. Let's begin. Last time Access to the World was 2/24/25 at 10:51 a.m. Yep, I finally finished the event I created the remaining items. And here's your proof that I'm not actually kidding. Look at this. This looks awesome. Before we begin, let's see who we get today. Winter. Alright, now before we jump into this tour, officially, there we go. Similarly to the Legos Island 1000th episode party, it's only outside rooms. So this tour should be slightly shorter than usual. But it should be noted that, basically the whole world's decorated. Technically, the only inside rooms that are actually decorated during this party are the ones for the event remake that we're going to showcase later, which are in the 2014 village. Outside of that, it's all outside. So automatically jumping into our tour, as we can see, we got lights freaking everywhere. Yep, the pillars are updated, and they all have lights on them, which is actually awesome. Seriously, this actually looks really, really cool. And obviously, it's not just that. Heading up to the actual treehouse itself, not only can we get our first item, being the Festival of Lights 2025 hat, which that's how it's looked, but we can also see that we also have the exact same types of lights seen specifically right here, which is actually really cool. So that's actually pretty nice. Just for the record, nothing else here is updated, since that, of course, is in there. Just for the record, here's the map. It honestly looks really cool, I'm not gonna personally lie. But let's keep going in so we don't keep dragging this on. So next up is the Planet World Pet Cemetery, and we're not gonna find another item for a while, so yeah. Here's what it looks like. It looks very cool. As you may notice, it is all made out of shroom lights, which is freaking cool. No, seriously, you may notice it is literally all made out of shroom lights. And even the pool is made out of sea lanterns. And by the way, you may also notice a lot of the snow has been melted. And that's one of the main primary goals, is to, of course, help get rid of the snow. But it's also mainly a showcase of all the light events we've done over the years. Finishing off the Planet World section of the world is the village. So, as you can see, these pillars have been made out of glowstone, and then if you go in here, these have been made out of redstone lamps, which is actually pretty cool. And then this house is made out of sea lanterns, and you may notice it's all the purple pillars, these little pillars that are all purple. Yeah, those obviously have been changed. These ones are made out of shroom lights, just like over there. And then over here, these ones are made out of orchard frog lights. And then these ones are made out of the pearl scent frog lights. Which, by the way, if we do go up to the beacon, as we can see, yeah, it looks like this. That's freaking awesome. And see, we can get it all to light up at once, which is actually cool. And then over here at the library, it's made out of verdant frog lights, which is also super freaking cool. And then over here, it's made out of the copper bulbs, which just, of course, light up. And lastly but not least, the work shed, which, as you can see, is purposely just made out of these. If we can just get them all to light up, that's only going to happen every once in a while. Obviously, I had to, of course, use the colored sculk sensors to be even able to get all of these to light up in the first place, so that can explain why there's so many. Anyway, that is it for the Planet World Village. How many of these can we get it to light up at once? That would actually be pretty freaking interesting. Oh, hey, we got a decent amount of them to light up all at once. That's actually freaking awesome. And that's it for the Planet World Village and the Planet World section of the world overall. Heading into the Action World series, right here, we can see that the farm has changed into shroom lights with a ton of snow melting because of it. Then we can notice the cabin here has verdant frog lights on it. And speaking of light, that's actually where our next item is. The yellow light banner. So So, that's pretty cool. We got a ton of light banners to collect throughout this party, which we can all collect today on day 1. But yeah, this is all made out of orchard frog lights. And then, look how cool that is! Yep, these are all made out of redstone lamps. Like, look at this! This is awesome! Seriously, we can literally just light up all of these at once. That is freaking awesome! And see, even on this side too, we can light up all of them at once. It is beyond beautiful what I was able to accomplish here with that. And then over here, we have this made out of sea lanterns, which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then over here, you may notice how the torches have been replaced with lights, which is actually pretty cool. The logs have also been replaced with orchard frog lights. And torches have gone back to normal as well after being soul torches for the past few months. And that melted a decent amount of the snow, as you can clearly see. But that is it for the action world. Let's move on to the Legos Island section. You know what's freaking funny about all of this? I think I can literally show you all of this within one angle, and I think it would still make sense. But, I can't do that purposely because we have another item, being the blue lights banner right here in the resort. As you can see, this is how the resort looks. It's obviously made out of sea lanterns right here, which is pretty freaking cool. And then, holy frick, look how cool this looks, right? Don't worry, I made all of this, I promise. But yeah, see, look at these. They're all lighting up at once, and I'm not even doing anything. That's freaking awesome. And notice how both doors are just opening and closing on their own. Well, actually all 3, because there's 2 for that building and then 1 for that building. So, yeah, like, dude, that's freaking awesome, right? Seriously. I went a little nuts for this, don't you think? But I will not lie, this is honestly super cool. And yeah, with all that being said, yeah, even the coffee shop looks amazing for this. But like, it all looks genuinely impressive. And then the library has orchard frog lights on it, on specifically the pillars, like the edges of the building. And then over here, the first village house has pearl scent frog lights, which is super cool. And then over here has the, of course, exposed copper bowl. I just need to remember the names of these. Yep, the exposed copper bowl, which looks amazing, just for the record. And then over here, the clothes shop has sea lanterns for its lights, which is also amazing. And lastly but not least, the lodge, as you may notice, has glowstone on it, which is also freaking amazing. Seriously, this is awesome. It only gets cooler from here. The beach is next, and, well, we don't have any free items here. What I can say is that, holy frick, look at this. So the whole dance floor is completely changed. And, yeah, this is cool. Like, it's all lit up here. And while over here doesn't have anything on the inside, it's mainly just right here, so we can actually literally just move on to the melon paradise right here. And like, no need to pause it since it's literally like right next to it. But yeah, notice the amount of lights here. That's actually cool, right? I hope we can get them all to light up at once. That would actually be pretty freaking cool. I don't know. Just something. But yeah. With all that being said, this is awesome. And yeah, with all that being said, that's mainly it for the melon paradise, except for the little, I guess, pineapple thing being lit up, which, I'm not gonna lie, is actually pretty freaking cool. Florida House 1 is next, and, well, this is gonna be interesting. Look at this. This is cool. Like, seriously, this is freaking amazing. As you can see, it's actually crazy. If I only can get all of them to light up at once, that would have been cool. Oh, right, yeah, there's nothing inside. I was almost about to go in there, and then I remembered, that's right, there's nothing inside. Which means we need to go all the way to the backyard. As for the backyard, as you may notice, the whole playground here has been transformed, which is actually cool. Seriously, look at how cool this looks. And yeah, we can go up here. yeah, we got all these scope sensors, of course, controlling everything, which is pretty cool. But, yeah, overall, it looks great. In fact, this is where our next item is. All the way over here in the dark, being the Eclipse banner. That's cool. And overall, that's how it looks. It honestly looks pretty cool. Anyway, that is it for Florida House 1, since of course it's mainly just the outside. So let's move on to Florida House 2. Florida House 2 is as follows. As you can notice, the bushes have been lit up in both glowstone and shroom lights. But they're still gray, mainly because there's still a lot of snow around here. But those should go back to normal by March 3rd, as all the snow will be gone. You may notice there's also a decent amount of lights here, which is the sea lanterns right here for the garage arch, and then these trees are lit up in orchard frog lights. That's actually pretty freaking awesome. And then over here also has, sea lanterns. And then if we head into the lanai, specifically the pool area, as you can see, look at all the freaking lights back here. It's freaking awesome. No, like seriously, like look at all the freaking lights back here. It's actually pretty cool. And yes, even over here got updated too with the lighting. That is really cool. That's far more like it. I think the fire makes sense because I did say a long time ago that I would most likely only turn it on during like night-themed events, and this is one of them. Also, yes, you may notice I've cleared my inventory, and this is mainly because we still got a good handful of items to collect, so yeah. Okay, the door's just open for some reason. I guess I left that open while updating. Oh yeah, perfect timing because we just have to get winter out here. Okay! Old backyard is next, and I can guarantee you there's an item back here. Tree next to the lanai is first. As you may notice, it is made with orchard frog lights, and of course, a decent amount of snow has been melted. As for the dirt area, it's also where our next item is, the orange lights banner. And see, I told you we needed to clear my inventory for a reason. But this is made out of shroom lights, which also, as you may notice, has melted a decent amount of snow. Which is actually pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. The field is actually updated for something, which has more orchard frog lights. Mainly, of course, just to represent a more lit up version of the dirt. With all that being said, it's also managed to melt a decent amount of snow. Heading over here, during the time machine, or just at the time machine, we have glowstone, which is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Honestly, this looks great. But honestly, I feel like I should have made that tree lit up too. That's more like it! Yeah, why did I not do that earlier? Anyway, Pond Battles is next, but the tree next to it looks like this now. That's freaking awesome. But if you thought that was crazy, look at this. This is actually awesome. Look how many of these I had to put in just for this to work. Actually, wait, there's not supposed to be a lever there, because I already got it to work because of the sensors. Pretty cool. Like, look at this. This is awesome. And yes, trust me, that even includes up here too. Look at this. That's actually pretty cool. See, look at this. See, we can get it all to light up at once. It is actually super cool. And yes, even over here has a decent amount of content, including the tree next to the garden, which also has a decent amount of snow melted off of the ground, which is made out of verdant frog lights. Our final location is the shed, with this tree being made out of sea lanterns, which also has managed to melt a decent amount of snow as well, including the shed. With all that being said, that's it for Florida House 2. Florida House 3! This should be fun! Like, look at this! This is awesome! Yeah, as you can notice, we have a ton of lights on the trees, as we can see. Made out of glowstone, orchard frog lights, shroom lights, more shroom lights and glowstone, then, of course, the copper bulbs. Yeah, it's practically mostly orchard frog lights, glowstone, copper bulbs, and shroom lights, if it hasn't already made itself obvious by the way the house on the front yard is designed here. But of course, that's not everything here. Heading into the lanai, it's very similar to what we saw in Florida House 2 lanai. Yeah, Florida House 2's lanai. It's very, very similar to that. Which, yeah, as you may notice, there's lights all over the place. It's freaking awesome. Of course, that's nothing compared to when we get out to the actual backyard itself, which the door isn't open this time. Thank God! But we'll mostly start from right here. As you can see, this is how it looks. It's made out of sea lanterns, which has managed to melt a decent amount of snow here. That also applies out here too, which also has done the exact same thing. But mainly heading back into the actual yard itself, we're going to head over to the tree next to the garden next. Which also, just like its old backyard counterpart, is also made out of verdant frog lights. I don't know, just feel like it just looks cool. And also similar to its old backyard counterpart, this has also been made out of orchard frog lights. Heading over to the pond view has nothing, but the trees for the tripod area have been updated, specifically in glowstone and orchard frog lights. We have another set of verdant frog lights right here, and the next item in our collection being the pink lights banner. We got only, I think, like 3 more items. Well, 1 more lights item, and then 2 items for the event remake. Yeah, just needed to clarify that real quick. Anyway, here's the shed. It's made out of orchard frog lights. And then if we go into the workshop itself, as we can see, there are freaking lights everywhere. This is awesome. Anyway, that's it for the third Florida house. Let's move on to the next room. Also, is it just me, or am I getting through this tour way quicker than I thought it would? Because holy frick, we're only like, well, basically 17 minutes in, and we're already at almost the end of the party. That's actually impressive. Anyway, here are all the cactuses here in the sand village lit up. Well, a majority of them at least. I can't do all of them because that would take forever to clean up. But the lodge here is made out of orchard frog lights, which is cool. And you may notice that a lot of snow has been melted from the sand village just from the lights alone, which is actually pretty cool. Even the tour sign has been melted, or at least some amounts of snow, that is. But of course, no inside rooms are updated. But what I can confirm is that if we go to the town, as you can see, while the sea lanterns are always here on this building, the other lights are normally not here. Specifically these. It actually lights up a decent amount of things. So, here's the coffee shop. Look how cool it looks when it's lit up like this. This is honestly so cool, and just like the Legos Island coffee shop, this has its door open and closed. But of course, we have no reason to go in there, as obviously it is not decorated. Heading into the plaza, as we can see, the pet shop has been decorated with orchard frog lights, and has also melted basically all of the snow in the little backyard area here, which is cool. The feeder here, despite it being decorated on the inside, of course, obviously is decorated on the outside. This is pretty cool, and even the restaurant has also been updated. Like, holy frick! This is actually cool. And Empro's house has also been updated with lights. This is actually pretty cool, I'm not going to lie, because it just looks nice. Also, for some reason, these are not lighting up. Oh, now they light up. What the heck? They were not doing that when I came over here a minute ago. But one more thing before we head on to the next room here. The cactuses, similar to the Christmas 2024 event, just minus all the buttons on them, have been changed back to the verdant frog-like cactuses, or just the lit up green cactuses. And yeah, that means basically every single one of them. But we still have the wilderness to check out, which is very similar to Florida House 2 and 3 when it comes to the bushes. It's also going to be where our final lights banner is available, the green lights banner. And funny enough that I ironically put it here in the sand village of all places, because that's where the most verdant frog lights are located. As for the room, it looks like this, and this actually looks freaking incredible. Like seriously, holy frick. The bushes here look awesome. And to be honest, that wraps up the entire sand village. So now, we're going to move on to our final destination. Holy frick, we're only 20 minutes in and we've actually made it to our final area. That's actually awesome. Man, maybe I should start making events slightly smaller. Because, oh my god, we have gotten through this so quickly. And it's not even 8 p.m. That's actually crazy. Anyway, here is my house from the 2014 village. Looks very cool. As we can see, it's all lit up here. It looks freaking awesome. And yes, that obviously, of course, includes up there. It looks freaking awesome. That's it for that. But we might actually want to clear my inventory one last time because we need it to be cleared to collect our final 2 items in this party. That being specifically the village. The 2014 village to be specific, which is another event remake. That's right. Finally, another event remake after a month. But what is this specific event? You may see these lit up palm trees everywhere. And, well, I do have an official answer to what this event is. And it can only be clear enough by heading into the lodge. Heading in here, we have the music disc. And we can play as follows. As you can see, it's pretty clear what event remake this is. And to be personally honest, heading into this event remake, I honestly personally forgot I made this party back in 2015. It was, surprisingly, something we have never done in either Lego's Island, Legomaster627's Creations, or Zola's Up 2 and 3, a music themed event. A music themed event! Why have we never done this across Zola's Up 2, 3, Lego's Island, and Creations World? We've only ever done it here in just the 2014 village, which means it has been a grand total of 10 years since the last time I've done an event like this. I can't believe that's actually a reality. And that can explain what this dance floor and DJ booth is. Wow. I did not think I'd actually just say that, but it's true. And these are the only 2 inside rooms decorated, being specifically the lodge, and if we head on in here, specifically the work office has also been transformed. By the way, the reason the other 2 torches in this room are removed is to, of course, give them the lightings, lower the lightings a bit, just because that's how it was in the original party. Now, we don't have a music disc to play here, plus also we don't want to activate another one since that one's already playing over there, but there is one more item in this overall party, the lit up palm tree banner. Let's pick it up, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. And this is how it looks properly, by the way. Obviously, it's meant to represent these specific palm trees, and you may notice the pathway is purple. Maybe just a tiny little reference to this little music disc being purple. But that's how it was 10 years ago. This was an event. And you know what was funny about this event? It was the last event to occur in this village. Which means the next event remake takes place in the Sand Village. I'm not even kidding. We are literally following the original timeline for all these villages. And from my knowledge, and from what I remember, since I have a pretty good memory, this is the last event that took place in the 2014 village before I discontinued it and replaced it with the Sand Village just a good few weeks after this occurred. When I took down this event, I just straight up went to the Sand Village because I just wanted to expand to a different area. So yeah, next event remake is going to be in the Sand Village. So this is the last one. It's kind of crazy that I ended the events here on a random music themed event. That was kind of pretty interesting. But that's it for this entire video and this event remake. So the next one will take place sometime in March, but we will actually be having a few original custom events within the next week or so, taking place a few days after Festival of Lights ends. So do look out for that as it relates to both this village and the Sand Village. So please look out for that. Not in the next episode, but the next 2 episodes that will occur after, on both March 5th, respectively. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe. What is your thoughts on the Festival of Lights and this event remake? And with all that said, I'll see you all in the next one on March 3rd.